And welcome again to the big match. And today, 3 matches that vitally affect the championship or promotion. One from the first division, one from the second, and a good and fiercely competitive match from the fourth, which is our main match today, Brentford against Grimsby.
Instead towards Bobby Ross, and this time he's crossed it. Oh, and so did O'Mara.
Also, Leeds against Arsenal.
A shot, a touch, a goal, going for it. It's away by Nelson.
And Preston against Queen's Park Rangers.
Oh, against the crossbar with Kelly struggling, and he's still out of his
So
goal.
matches that really matter here today, and as well as the action, we shall again reflect the things that you've been writing to us about. But let's make a start with our first match. And in the sunshine of West London, with a crowd of 14,600 settled into Griffin Park, more than one first division club and 7 from the second could draw yesterday, Brentford against Grimsby, a game with a lot hanging on it at the top of the fourth division. And first, the Brentford team. At the moment, they lie very nicely 5th in the table, but now going through a successful flurry after the return from suspension of their big and successful striker, John O'Mara. So that's the Brentford side. As for Grimsby, they lie 2nd in the table at this moment, a side coming to the boil at the right time, and a lot of that due to the recent purchase of number 4 Lou Chatterley, the former Aston Villa man from Northampton. And the men who've scored the goals for these two sides, John O'Mara, in spite of that recent suspension, has 24 for Brentford. Grimsby's Matt Tees, their top man, with 20. Grimsby skipper Dave Worthington, from a famous footballing family that includes the brothers Frank at Huddersfield and Bob at Notts County. Referee today, Ken Burns of Stourbridge. And in the crowd, one of Brentford's first division stars from pre-war days, wing half Ernie Muttit, still regularly watching his old club from a position behind the goal.
So this crucial fourth division match gets underway with Grimsby in their changed strip of all blue defending the goal to our left. Their black and white stripes conflicting too closely with the red and white stripes of Brentford. Hawley back over his own head for Brentford. Gray with the beard, and Nelms with the fair hair to get it away. Gray once more. Hickton. Brace right across there and nodded away, but not too far, and still Grimsby in possession now. Worthington, their captain. Matt Tees was going for it, but the long-established Peter Gelson here of Brentford, nearly 400 appearances, getting it away. And now Graham again for Brentford, delaying it and losing it. Hickman once more. Straight to Gelson. And now Ross. The ball running away from him all the time, but his challenge was sure. Hawley, again a long one forward, and again one Grimsby player was playing everybody onside, but the ball bounding away again to Wainman. Gelson. And Graham. Wigington away. Hickman. Oh, and that could have been a mistake, and now Houston is through. Can he make it count? He can't. A very good piece of goalkeeping, though, by Wainman. And certainly, the Grimsby defence at the moment seems all over the place. And this fellow Houston, who's coming through quickly from the middle of the field, is causing them 1 or 2 problems. But a very good piece of goalkeeping by Harry Wainman in the Grimsby goal, stopping Brentford going ahead. And a corner to Brentford. Peter Gelson going right up, and you notice Matt Tees so good in the air, going back with him for Grimsby. Jackie Graham with the corner. Towards the near post, and Worthington not getting it away, and a fine save again there by Wainman. Scales trying to put Grimsby under more pressure, but now they're coming away with Gordon. But a very promising couple of minutes there for Brentford. And 2 really marvellous pieces of goalkeeping by Harry Wainman, a Hull boy, keeping the score sheet blank. Wigington, Boylan, good strong challenge though by Nelms, and an equally strong one, and perhaps too strong, by Chatterley. Lou Chatterley with his third club this season. Started with Villa, went to Northampton, and now recently with Grimsby. Gelson now to take the free kick for Brentford. Houston's made his run. Worthington not really getting their way very well, and Wigginton helping him. And so it's Brentford's throw. Scales with the throw. Bouncing just a little too high for Doherty, but he's a proper little terrier there, and he's got the corner for Brentford. The third spell he's had at Brentford. He's also played for Sheffield United and for Reading, John Doherty. And so it'll be Graham to take another corner for Brentford. And a good fist away again by Wainman. Tees right deep. Inside to Boylan. Good turn by Boylan as well. Into Brace, and now to Chatterley. Grimsby now opening it up, and he's onside. Hickman is all right. And he's over. Well, he certainly looked offside, but the linesman was directly in line. He kept his flag down as Mike Hickman got well clear of that Brentford defence and really should have made that one count. Houston and Worthington. Houston again, a nice little touch off there to Scales. Doherty, a nice back header too, and Chatterley on the end of it for Grimsby. Graham. And another Brentford throw. Scales with it. Down the line to Houston. And another Brentford throw. This time Doherty to take it. Doherty crossing it again, O'Mara going in, and Wainman once more forced to tip that ball over. Did well, I would think, to keep his eye on the ball there with that huge frame of O'Mara rushing in on him. And so, yet another corner for Brentford. And again, Jackie Graham to take it. Ross turning it back again. O'Mara poised beneath it, and a fist again of Wayman. And behind by Campbell for another Brentford corner. Again, it'll be Graham to take it on the far side. Looks as though it'll be an in-swinger under that Grimsby crossbar. With red and white striped shirts launching themselves at it. There they go again. And it was kicked off the line. In goes Scales, but he's beaten by Hickman. And so now Worthington to take the throw for a very relieved Grimsby. 2 or 3 fine saves by Wainman, and then a kick off the line by fullback Campbell. Hickman. And that surely should be Nelms back to Phillips. It's not often that in the last few years that Brentford have had a crowd quite as good as this one for a league game. Now O'Mara. Oh, and he must have handled that, yes. Not happy with the decision and points to his chest, but the referee was directly in line, and he shows dissent O'Mara, and he's going to get his name taken. And it's only 3 games since he came back from suspension. 3 cautions for dissent then. And it cost him 8 weeks. And I wouldn't have thought he's playing a very clever game in taking it that way. Annoyed with himself, annoyed with the referee, but it very often pays not to show it. And so O'Mara is booked. The crowd don't like it. And it'll be Stuart Gray to take the free kick for Grimsby. Deep again towards Tees, and Gelson had gone with him, and Hickman with a chance and a good save. Good save by Phillips. The ball bounding towards him from Hickman. Body beautifully behind it. O'Mara. Ross. Doherty. Graham. And now Ross on the far side. Good Brentford move. And Houston and O'Mara in the middle if he can cross it. Well, he's got a corner. Just a little subdued, John O'Mara, since his name take.